Thank you. That was a piece called Oceana Terra Firma from our most recent CD, which we have for sale. You can see us afterwards. We'll look this up real quickly here. Before we do the guided meditation, just a couple of thoughts on the topic for the month, letting go of judgment. Now, it's an interesting concept. And I noticed that when we were told what it was, we weren't told that it's a good thing or a bad thing, just that it was a topic. And I think that, as we mentioned before, I think that the world is going too much the way of cliches and memes and simple bite-sized, oh God, tweets. You know, we've got a tweeter-in-chief-elect coming up. It's things are really going to be moving more in that direction. But I think a lot of these things that we see being shared in the world at large, in the smaller community of people, a little bit more shared interests, a little bit more, I hate to use the word like, but I'm going to do it, like the people in this room. And this disturbs me quite a bit because a lot of things, they seem to make sense unless or until you actually think about them, you know? And we're all in a hurry to share all this stuff and like, ooh, wow, well, this boils it down to nothingness or something unpalatable. It's not always a good thing to have this approach to life and the world and concepts. You can barely contain concepts in there. But with judgment, and I understand what people mean when they talk about don't judge. And it's like, well, I guess unless you're a member of the court, you know, then you pretty much got to judge. That's what you're there to do. But the rest of us need to be a little judgy too. And this doesn't mean that you have to be harsh or that you have to make assumptions about people based on basically nothing. That shows poor judgment. But I think we as a society, and it's not just our local, regional, national society, these kind of attitudes are spreading around the world, but just don't seem to get it on this topic. Let's take a look at what the word actually means. So this is from the dictionary. Judgment, it's a noun. And the first definition of judgment, and I looked, and they've got a few, you know, and I thought the first one was the most relevant. But even getting into the second, the third definitions that they offered, there was nothing about like people being judgy about other people. That's not really what the word is about. What the word actually means, the ability to make considered decisions or to come to sensible conclusions. Example, opposite example, an error of judgment. Some synonyms: discernment, acumen, sense, common sense, perception, acuity, discrimination, another word that doesn't mean what people think it means and has become another bad word, okay? Judiciousness, prudence, canniness, sharpness. A lot of these words are exactly the opposite of what people assume the word means when it gets a bad rap in the community. And I think this is kind of indicative of where we're going mentally and emotionally, and maybe you say spiritually. I have trouble talking spiritual this and spiritual that sometimes, because to me, usually when that stuff is used, it's coming from a splitting of ideas between spiritual and non-spiritual. And in my mind, I can't get around the fact that there is no difference there really to speak of. I think we have to show more judgment, and we have to show better judgment as a society and as individuals than we've been generally doing of late. And people can agree, people can disagree, but just like with discrimination, it doesn't mean treating people poorly. And part of what being judgmental means is having an informed and sensitive way of assessing situations and people, and it doesn't mean that you act on that. That's part of the judicious thing. It's like, I might not like or approve of, or somebody's lifestyle may not appeal to me, but that doesn't mean you act in them, towards them in a negative way, either interpersonally, legally, any of those things. Okay? So there's just a little bit on judgment. It's probably plenty. Let's do a little guided meditation with sound here. By the way, we're happy to stick around a little bit afterwards, and if people have questions about these weird instruments or any of those things, happy to do that. I invite you to close your eyes. Try to relax into the sound. Since the most ancient times, for thousands upon thousands of years, the mystics, the seers, the shamans have taught that we are not what we appear to be, just to the physical senses. Solid objects positioned in space. Walking, talking, meat. So we invite you to journey with us, using your mind's eye to slowly and deeply look within ourselves, yourselves, and going in, away from the skin, we find the different systems of the body, organs and bones, and fat and blood, nerves, and going a bit deeper, we come to the cellular level. Trillions upon trillions of individual conscious cells, all with their own intent and their own perception, at their own level and in their own fashion, and all of them cooperating to provide us with these physical bodies. And as we go deeper still, We come to the realm of the molecules and the atoms. Again, untold, uncountable, nearly infinite in number. All of them also conscious with their own perception, beliefs, intention. All of them cooperating with our direction, with the direction of all the other species that we share the world with the rocks and the air and the water, making up everything that we can see or hear or feel or touch or taste. Much of what we can conceive, providing us with a physical universe in which to explore, learn, and manipulate. As we go deeper, still deeper, we come to the realm of the subatomic particles and tiny, infinitesimally small bits of energy, sometimes manifesting as matter, sometimes not. The sound blow through you like a loving, warm, healing wind, replacing all which is negative, undesirable, painful, etc., with loving, healing, conscious energy.